How you doing, guys? Zane's Heavy Boxing Dosage here, back with another video. And in this video I like to give you my prediction for tomorrow's upcoming fight. It's going down tomorrow in the early hours of Saturday, I believe, but in America time it's on Friday evening. Obviously for the UK fans this is on Saturday morning. It's SHU SHU Carrington versus SULAIMAN. You know, good fight, you know. This moment in time, 12-0, 8 KOs. SHU SHU Carrington is an undefeated prospect, you know, in America. Looking really good. I believe he had a great amateur background. And he's been promoted heavily by Top Rank Bob Arum, you know, as to being this next special upcoming fighter in the division, you know, in the lightweight division. You know, but at this moment in time, I've been looking at him. I think he's a good fighter, you know. He does get caught. You know, he needs to fix up on that, because as we get bigger in levels in terms of competition, you know, he's going to have slight problems, I believe. Do you understand? But, you know, there are more good things about him than negative, you know. I believe he's a great defensive sound fighter. You know, he knows about the sweet science. It's to hit and not get hit. His skill level is brilliant. You know, I like the skills. You know, I like the upper body movement he's got. You know, I like the variety of punches he obviously places. You know, good uppercuts, good left hooks, good use of the jab as well. I mean, he could use that a bit more, in my opinion. He could use the jab a bit more, because I see he tends to wait patiently like a counter puncher. But in the meantime, he could throw a few jabs in there to, you know, throw his opponents off guard, you know, and not give them any opportunity to just stand there and you know, sort of tee off on them, you know. But what I got to say about Bruce Carrington, I think he's definitely a promising star for the future, you know. This guy he's going up against is a slight step up in competition, I believe, to what he's faced so far in his career. You get what I mean? SEGAWA has got great experience. He's been in there with some credible opponents. He's about, I think it's about 16 or 17 and 4 losses. You know, you know, on his resume, I realised who he fought. He fought Jermaine Ortiz. That was a very competitive fight until he got knocked out in the 7th round. You know, SULAIMAN is a dangerous fighter, because, you know, he's coming here to win. He's not coming here just to make up the numbers. And even though he got knocked out against Jermaine Ortiz, he gave a great account of himself. And the thing about him is, you know, he's a very powerful puncher. I know his record may sound a bit deceiving, but he's got power, you know. In his last fight, he pulled off a upset against Villa. You know, he was expected to win in that fight, and he's pulled the upset. So his momentum and his sort of, you know, attitude going into this fight is very positive. You know, like he mentioned in the press conference, he's coming to pull off the upset. He's the underdog, you know, and he's done it before. And another credible opponent on his resume that I can think of is Elijah Garcia. Elijah Garcia was once touted to be a good sort of professional fighter. But, you know, like I mentioned, SEGAWA upset the odds again against Elijah Garcia. So this ain't no pushover, and I hope Bruce Carrington isn't underestimating SEGAWA, because SEGAWA's got good hand speed, you know, good footwork as well, and he could definitely give Bruce Carrington some problems he hasn't seen before, because, you know, he's a better fighter than what sort of opponents that Bruce Carrington has faced so far. Do you understand? You know, I say that because, you know, the hand speed is there, the footwork is there. He's a fighter that won't stop coming forward, you know, and you've got to give him something to respect. Otherwise, you're in trouble. And he's a fighter that comes from Uganda. You know, them African fighters, you know, they got nothing to lose, and this is their opportunity. So Bruce Carrington, he can't underestimate SULAIMAN SEGAWA, because he can potentially lose this fight, because SEGAWA has caused the upset many times, you know. You can't underestimate him at all, you know. So if Bruce Carrington is doing that, you know, he's in for a rude awakening, because SULAIMAN SEGAWA can pull the upset off. You know, you can't write him off at all. You know, it's been done before, and it could be done again tomorrow night. You know, but with that being said, I like Bruce Carrington. I think he's a really good fighter, and you know, when you mix up your defense with offense, it's a really good combination. You know, he's a smooth fighter. You know, he's interesting to watch because of his skill level. You know, and skills pay the bills, and ultimately that's the reason why I'm gonna go for my final prediction, guys. I'm gonna go with Bruce Carrington to win this fight, and this could be a tougher fight than expected, but nonetheless, I reckon Bruce Carrington is gonna adjust in this fight, and we're gonna see a better performance from him, in my opinion. But you can't count off SULAIMAN SEGAWA. We have seen last week, didn't we not see Daniel Dubois pull the upset over Anthony Joshua? I knew that wasn't going to be an upset. I knew that could have happened, you know, and same thing for this fight. This could happen, an upset could happen. But I'm going to go with final prediction, Bruce Carrington to win this fight, either by late stoppage or a unanimous decision. But either way, I've got Bruce Carrington winning this fight. Let me know your thoughts, guys. As always, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And what do you think of this matchup? We also got a few other fights that I'm looking at, but once they're all done and I've made my prediction, I'm you know, put the video out. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one though. Bruce Carrington versus SULAIMAN SEGAWA. Let me know, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Until the next video, ZHBD Boxing Dosage. I'm out.